County freeholder, and I want to give them a special acknowledgement. Lenny Luciano, who's running in District 4, where's Lenny? And Brendan Gill, who's running in District 5. They're going to have tough races, and we're going to need to help them. What an amazing 2 months the city of Newark has had. From basketball, to new buildings opening, to Panasonic coming to town. He's the leader of a city on the move, Cory Booker. Let's hear for Cory.
All right, how's everybody doing tonight? We are here for one reason. We are all here to give respect and gratitude and love and acknowledgement to a leader who every single day is getting it done. He is not a show horse. He is a workhorse. He's a man with his hands on the plow, and he's making it happen. I love the fact that Joe D, who really is, in all sincerity, the big brother I've never had in politics, a guy that's looked after me, who counsels me, who gives me support, who helps me take on challenges. I love the fact that he and I were two of the best football players of all time in the NFL. I mean, Pop Warner, okay. But the older we get, the better we were, Joe. Come on now. Next year it'll be the best in college ever. After that, we'll eventually get into the NFL. But look, I love what football really shows, and Joe knows this feeling. When you're on the field and you're near the enemy side of the field, and all you hear is people yelling and griping and complaining. Everybody on the sideline has so much to say. But there's something that Joe and I know, is that all you have to do when you're on the winning team is not respond, but just point to the scoreboard. And this is the truth of Joe D. I'm tired of hearing all this little chatter from small people about Joe D. The fact of the matter is, there is not a neighborhood in all of Essex County that you can walk or drive and not see the physical evidence of the impact that this man has made in a short number of years. There is a child somewhere in Essex County here who has had a better opportunity in education because of Joe D. There are employees right now who are secure in their jobs when other people are doing massive layoffs and getting hit because of financial problems. Joe D has stewarded the city and the county through tough financial times. Somebody knows to applaud to that. Dear God, man, give me a loan about $40 million for my budget, please. He took over at a time with a seat that he was arising to had scandal, had indictments, had ethical problems. And now for 8 years we have not heard one whisper of ethics problems in the county. It's because of his leadership. There are children today from West Orange to Newark to Essex Fells that have opportunities to play for recreation, for parks, for athletic fields because of Joe D. At a time that development and sprawl is the name of the game, it is Joe D that is preserving open spaces for families to enjoy. This is a man that in every area of responsibility of county life, he's making a difference. And let me tell you, it goes even further than that. When it comes to public safety, because of his commitment in partnership with people like Armando Fontoura and others, he is helping Essex County have actually a drop in overall crime in the last 4 years. So I tell you right now, this man is driving us down the field. He is the quarterback of our county, scoring point after point after point. You don't need to read the newspaper. You don't need to listen to the spectators. All you've got to do is look at the Essex County scoreboard and see that we are shutting out our opposition, that we're blowing away our competition, and that we are showing once and for all that we are a great state in New Jersey, but the county that is putting our state first, that is making it happen, that is setting an example, that is creating a model, that is inspiring others, is Essex County, New Jersey. And our leader, our champion, our quarterback, I bring to the microphone right now, is Joseph DiVincenzo.
First of all, to my younger brother, someone who was born and raised in Newark, and has been in Newark all my life working. I can't tell you how proud I am of my younger brother. Newark, no question, is on the move. You know, every major city throughout the country has the problem that's having. But Newark has turned the corner because of Mayor Booker's leadership. And I'm proud of you, Mayor. Keep up the good work. To my good friend, Bobby Wells and Kenny from the Infernos. There would not be a fundraiser without the Infernos. Thank you very much. To Phil Elijah and to Leroy Jones. They've been with me since 2003. They've been my campaign manager. They've been at my right and left arm. I just want to thank you for all the support that you've given me. To Chairman Thigpen, thank you for what you're doing in Essex County, moving Essex County. Chairman Wisniewski, thank you for what you have done. You know, we went through a legislative redistricting, and the judge picked the Democratic map. Thank you, Chairman Wisniewski. Now we will have the majority coming in for the next 10 years. That's a big help to the things that we're doing. To my freeholder president, Blondie Watson, I want to thank you and the entire freeholder board. To our senators from Essex County and throughout the state of New Jersey, I want to thank them. To Sheila Oliver, our speaker, who no question is doing an outstanding job as speaker through some difficult times. Thank you, Sheila. To my friends from South Jersey, the Senate President, Steve Sweeney. He has truly been a great friend, not only to New Jersey, but to Essex County. Steve, keep up the great work. You're doing an outstanding job. And thank you, Senator Van Drew, for coming up here. I really appreciate it. And Teresa Ruiz, my Deputy Chief of Staff, truly done an outstanding job. To my family, to my wife, Donna, my son, Joseph, and Kimberly, who are hiding like they always did for 21 years I've run. To my sister Marie, who I love. I love my sister more than I love my brother Jerry. I want to put that on the record. To someone who I've been involved with for 40 years, the North Ward Center, Steve and Fran Adebato, my mentors. Steve, thank you for what you have done. To George Norcross from South Jersey, I want to thank him for coming up here, who's been a great supporter, a great friend. And to Carl Lewis, there's no quitting Carl Lewis. We know you're going to get on the ticket, and we know you're going to win. To everyone that's here, I have to tell you, on behalf of my family, this is overwhelming, and I'm very humble. You know, I've been in elected office for 21 years. This is going on my 9th year as county exec. And what has happened? Because I won the 3rd term as county exec, it's unprecedented. It's never been done before. Now people are asking me, well, Joe, what do you plan on doing next? Do you plan on running for higher office? No, I'm leaving that to Mayor Booker. I'm leaving that to Senator Sweeney because I want to make my wife happy. The other thing is, then they asked me, well, what are you going to do? You're going to go, you know, everybody says I can make a lot of money, what, in the private sector, corporation? Well, I've been a public servant for 35 years. I have no interest in doing it. And I said this right after I won the election. What I'm going to be doing is, once again, running for re-election as county executive. Now you must ask, why am I saying it now? Because it's 2014. You know, when you win a 3rd term, you need to be accountable to the people of Essex County. We have to do the same thing we've done for the last 8 years. We have to have a record of achievement. And if I have that record of achievement, the people on 2014, the same we did for 8 years, they will vote for me. This is the job I wake up every morning and I love. I love being the Essex County Executive for the 22 municipalities, 800,000 people. Because why? Our strength, look at this room, is our diversity. Essex County is the most Democratic county in the state of New Jersey. And we've got an outstanding record. And what we're going to do the next 4 years. First of all, when I took over in 2003, we had a $64 million deficit. Today, we have a $22 million surplus. Our bond rating was junk bonds, BAA. Our bond rating today is AA2 stable. We are higher than the state of New Jersey, Senate President. They just got downgraded. By the end of the year, we are going to be not stable, we are going to be positive. Next year will be AA1, and the following year we will have, which has never happened, a AAA bond rating here in Essex County. We are not waiting for the state to help us out. How we're bringing in revenues is unbelievable. We're using a jail that we built, the freeholders, the new jail. We bring in additional $27 million new revenue now by housing federal inmates. We merged with Passaic. Passaic closed their youth house. They have their kids come to our youth house. We're bringing in another $6 million. That new hospital center that I built in 25 months, designed and built, we're bringing an additional $12 million by housing state patients and Passaic patients. The Essex County South Mountain Recreation Complex is the best complex in the state of New Jersey. When I took over, we were already bringing in $3 million in revenue. Today, we're bringing in $10 million in revenue there. And the reason why this is so important, we don't get money like cities. We rely on property taxes. Our property tax rate in Essex County is the second lowest in the entire state. 3% we average. And guess what? We got to do better because our taxpayers can't afford it. We are going through a very tough time. Our slogan is putting Essex County first. One of the things that I'm not proud about because of the economy the way it is that when it comes to property taxes, we are still paying the highest property taxes. When it comes to foreclosures, we're still paying the highest foreclosure. And when it comes to unemployment, we still have the highest employment. So that means there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Our job is not done here. Let me tell you what's going to happen and what we're going to do. And the only way I can get things done is by listen, I did not vote for him. I worked very hard for John Corzine, but we have a Republican governor. For us to continue doing the things we do, we need to work with the governor. I need to build a new vocational school, closing down 3 and building 1, a state-of-the-art facility for our kids, and something good for the West Ward community. We're going to get 90% reimbursement. The other 10% we're going to sell the other 3 schools, so the taxpayers won't have to spend $1. The Essex County waterfront property that the mayor and I are together down in Newark. We condemned 12 acres of property here. Newark and us are working together as a team. We're going to build a beautiful walkway, a beautiful recreation facility here for the people of not only Newark, but for Essex County. Guess where the money came from? $12 million came from the Port Authority. Because we had the governor's support, Steve Sweeney's support, Sheila Oliver, our senators and our assembly. The money to develop it, guess where it's come from? Green Acres and our open space.